Good morning, ladies and grenadins. It is Neon back again, apparently deep voice mode, Neon. For today, we are playing something kind of spicy. I think I'm supposed to keep this, because I have all of my power influences, or my influence, my influence, and, this is a good card. So, there shit can go wrong from here, but it's a pretty good hand. I'm going to let them know that I am their Huckleberry. But I am playing a deck that I saw recently on... Oh, it's a really good draw. Not quite the best draw, though, but it's up there. Oh, we're fine on that one. It was one that I saw on Eternal Warcry. It is a 3-faction, even-handed Golem... pledge deck. I think it was done by Kazed Plays is the online name, but it had a lot of views and seemed to be getting some good reviews. So I was like, you know what, why not? Right? Like, why not play something a little bit on the unusual side, a little weird for today. See what happens, try it out. I actually haven't played this one very much. This is not most of the time when I play decks, I've done a good deal of testing with them beforehand, so I know the deck, and because I also want to give a good representation of the deck. Not just give the kind of the shittiest low bar evaluation of the deck. And, okay, just annihilate all the things, sure. So, this is one that I did not put very much effort into, trying it out. Now it's my turn. Beforehand, I did a couple of games, and, interested to see how things go. I think that I should just go ham here, because I have what is functionally a decent amount of burn, and I can kill this lady, which is nice. And if they ever do something like they attack here and they do not leave a blocker back, then I can just dread them, and then that's going to be a really big pain in the ass for them.
The right
okay.
blade for the job.
I think I'm going to... Ooh, that's a good one. I guess not, really. Sure, let's go for it.
Now it's my turn.
But yeah, this is an even-handed Golem pledge deck, which works relatively well, given the fact that Glasshopper is a 2, even-handed Golem is a 2, then we have some pretty solid, the 4s, obviously, Sickles is a sick card to have access to, as well. Oh, please, just go. Just tap out. Don't keep anything back. What could go wrong? Oof. That did not feel good. Okay. I think that's wrong, but sure. Yeah, no. That's fine. There, friend. I don't think that you really sort of understood what was going on there. Because I got me one of these now. Okay. This is a pretty easy one. Yeah, just want to make sure I hit the A space properly. When I always like to double check to make sure that the it's gone properly, because sometimes I make mistakes there. I think we've all done that, Think that we press A, but the computer didn't actually recognize it. Okay.
Touch of shadow.
Annihilate? No, just dead. Okay. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't blame my opponent for not knowing all of the text on that card, but like on Dread, because it is a weird card, but they did not play that one particularly well, which is fine. This is an unusual deck. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the first time my opponent has seen some of these cards. They also were clearly a less experienced player because they were in Silver 1. I'm still encountering a good deal of like silver and low level players. I have been losing a lot with some of the decks I've been playing. There was another deck that I tried last night that I was like testing out. I was like, hey, maybe I'll do it for today, and I played it like 5 games, and I went like zero, like 1 and 4 with them, and I was like, no, I'm playing this for 5 games. Watching me like, yeah, I saw it on Reddit or on the whatchamacalled and the Eternal Warcry, and it dies a lot, so that's cool. Not exactly fun. This actually is a sketchier keep than I thought, because actually no, this is fine-ish. I definitely need to draw more power, but I have a lot of shadow power in the deck. But yeah, this is definitely a deck also that, I mean, like most even-handed Golem decks, the games that you do and the games that you do not have access to Golem are, like, there's a big difference there. Well, that's a start. Right. Probably should have just attacked. I mean, meh. So far we're against Mono Time. We are also being punished for our bad decisions. Which is not my preference. I prefer to not be punished for my bad decisions. I will block your 5/2. Please do not have a torch. I would appreciate that. Usually they have a banner in their market. Most versions of yeah, I'm just gonna last chance this because I just need to draw more power. I need to draw a shadow.
This city will burn.
Dread is a card that you really want to get into your Void ultimately because he's much better as a haunting screen target than that. I think that it works properly, like the way that you want it to with it. Oh god, we're so dead. Oh, why do my bad choices always come back to hurt me? This isn't fair. Aggressive. That is an aggressive play. That is not good at blocking. I actually do have multiple choices here. I think I want to play Vara because likely to eat one of these idiots, and I can imagine a world in which I can like haunting scream her back or something. Like I'm also just could be dead here. Something like Flame Blast would do a good deal of work. Obviously can't block this. Okay. I'm making some weird choices here. I don't know how I feel about them. Like, Desecrate, I don't see how I end up surviving there. We're going to do this. Shugo Tactics. That's terrible. Okay, yeah, we're dead. I don't think that we had a way to win in that situation, because even if they do Shugo Tactics on the Fortu, then both the Varas die. Exact same amount of damage gets through. Yeah, and I don't think the Desecrates leave me probably dead as well through Tactics. Because I could also do... I guess I could have played the Dusk Raider, and then there's the chance that killing the weapon would have gotten me there. That game felt winnable. It was hard, though. I actually do think that there was a path to win there, though. And I was punished for some of my early choices. You know, as I said, which is entirely unfair. Should never be punished. I've not seen either Glasshopper or even-handed Golem here, guys. I don't know how I feel about this. I actually now wonder about like the interaction between Glasshopper and even-handed Golem. Do they work together?
Would you look at that?
Yeah, I have to do this worse because it's a Glasshopper deck. Now we at least have double Shadow though, in case we draw Vara.
You're a sad bunch.
This is a very easy Annihilate. Looks like we're against rats. This deck has definitely seen an uptick in popularity. I know there are a few creators who have been playing it a lot, so it makes sense that people will be playing it more. Like that's just a pretty normal thing that happens. I'm taking 3 damage here, not that I'm excited about that. Something good. That counts.
This city will burn.
Please do not have an obelisk. I would appreciate that. I also am not a big fan of giving them extra cards. That's not something that's usually very good. Okay. Berserk. Excellent. I also like having the undepleted power. Not having any extra plays is annoying, though. Don't think I need any more Dusk Raiders. The fact that everybody else is being so aggressive is kind of frustrating. Oh my god, please stop. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, God, ouch. Guys, we're dying. This has got to be Avara. And she has to do some work for me.
Now it's my turn.
We'll sacrifice a rat, most likely. Okay, they guaranteed to have a removal spell here. Oh, please stop. Crows, you're being rude. How inconsiderate. Just beating the living crap out of me. Yeah, this is definitely something that is a problem with this deck, because I feel like if other people are being a bit more aggressive and you don't have time to set up shop, you are going to struggle. Now, if you do get, like, your engine online where you're able to recur your stupid golems and haunting scream and all of that, like yeah, that's cool. I don't think that the even-handed golem deck that I was playing before, the witching hour one, had haunting scream in it. If I don't believe, no, it did. I lied. Yeah, let's keep this. I don't think the Sickles is particularly great in this deck, because you're definitely spending a lot of your early game trying to stabilize. he is not great at that. Probably was actually better to just play Severin, though. Oh, Shakedown, okay.
Threat. Just a promise.
Take my Desecrate. Had it the whole time. Double Shadow, easy peasy. Yeah, don't worry about those dreads. Those dreads, they're really not good. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have not been impressed. Oh god, they have a unit that does things. Why do they always have units that do things? Yeah, no, thank you. Well, at least they don't have another unit that does things. That's always nice. That's considerate.
Let's play a game.
He's probably going to die, but it also allows me to do something like he gets killed and then I can go attack with Dread and get him back. Oh hey, he's not dead. That's cool. Yeah, we're just gonna activate. It's gonna be wusses. Don't have a removal spell. Let's play your dragon, I guess. I mean, not that I'm happy about you playing the dragon, but I feel like I can be the dragon.
Which one of you needs shooting?
Okay.
The darkness surrounds me.
God, this card is so slow. I'm gonna just try it out, basically, in this situation. I don't think that it's right, though. Yeah, Dread is just rancid. It feels as if there's some way to break that card. I can't figure it out. It just feels so sloppy.
Stone Scar isn't a place for the weak-hearted.
Yeah, we're turbo dead. And I guess that this is probably a deck that did better in the mono Huru control metagame, because this is definitely something that if you get an opportunity to set up shop there, you can, it'll be filthy, like you can just draw cards and, you know, recycle your golems and everything. Where are my golems? Where are my, we have drawn 0 glasshoppers in all of these games. Come on. It is a glasshopper. We're gonna do it. We're gonna try it out with Mr. Hopper. Clearly, what I was missing was I wasn't complaining enough. Just needed to do that, and then everything would be taken care of. Because yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of these games where I've been doing the things I'm supposed to do, but it's just not working. It's just not good enough. Whenever I see that in a deck, it makes me pretty concerned. So all of this is interesting, but I don't think this deck is particularly competitive. That's my impression so far. I feel like there's a decent chance my opponent is on Pledge because they were making some very, like, they were thinking a lot about their first play, and maybe that's because their power situation is complicated with their Pledge units and such. This is a little bit thin. I'm not saying that that's a particularly high chance. It's like a medium chance that that's indicative, or they could just be distracted and or having connection problems. All of these things are possible. Rude. Well, now I can't do anything. Haunting Scream on Glasshopper is actually pretty cute. I like that. Obviously does not work here for multiple reasons, but it sounds like a fun way to recur some, like a Sickleus or something like that.
You're a sad bunch.
Just going to kill this right now in case I happen to draw an undepleted power. They have a torch. Really thinking about torching that phase. You know, it's a pretty important juncture of the game to consider about whether or not you should torch face. You know, like I generally suggest that starting on turn 3, you should be spending like a good 10 to 20 seconds per turn to think about, like, is now the time to torch my opponent's face? Like, is this my only opportunity for the rest of the game to do that? Because, maybe I need that torch for something else. And, the opportunity just never comes up again. So it's just essential that in moments like this one, that you take the maximum amount of time possible to, just decides not to torch my face in that situation. But, it was close.
Take a look.
I'm so dead. I am not going to use this on the grounds that if I get a primal influence, I kind of kill the weapon for free. And I don't really care that much. And especially if I don't get something like that, like a primal influence, I'm probably just dead anyway. So taking the 3 damage is not really that big of a concern. This is I know I'm kind of making light of the fact that this game is not particularly interesting. But, I gotta find a way to talk about something. Oh, they decided to attack me. Tough choices. I guess even if I get something like a Diplomatic Seal, I can attack them with the Sickleus. So there's that. This is what I get for keeping the Glasshopper BTW. Also, once again, in situations like this, take your time, make sure, is this the right time to torch my opponent's face? Because, you never know. You might die, in the meantime. You might, what if I have some sick combo that takes you down all the way to 0 from here? You don't want to, die with that torch in your hand. Well, this is something.
Trouble is coming.
I do think they're probably just having connection issues, though. I'm giving Sidel a hard time, obviously, but... I feel as if they are not doing well on the connection front. Tacos.
Ha! Treasure for the taking.
Not happy about this. I don't think that any of my plays are particularly good. Obviously, Sigilus is not a great blocker against Gunrunner particularly. But I am kind of just interested in limiting damage. And there's a reasonable chance that Tokas could go... Like, if I was in their position, like, sensing weakness, I might go, like, pretty hard into beating me up.
Watch your step.
Do 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 do. And then, of course, for the Robins, guys. Guys. They have a torch, but, you know, like we all know, Sidel wants to make sure making the right decisions with their burn spells. I'm going to let them play this out, see if they can find the line. Maybe they somehow disconnect entirely in this situation. I'll probably even give it to them still for it, because they very clearly won this game, and they very clearly are struggling with their connection. But man, this is rough. Okay. Sidel, you can do it. Press next. You can do it.
Ignite your inner fire.
Can you find the line? Can you figure out how to deal with 2 extra damage with your spells that do things? Are you gonna? Yep, you got it. We're so proud of you. You. Oh, and yeah, torch. Okay. Thank God. So that was a fun one. Really enjoyable game. Very back and forth. You know? Do one more. Thank God I didn't do that other deck, you know? The one that I said we're just going to go 1-4. This one we can go 1-5. Okay. This is a hand that does things. We're going to keep it, and we're going to get... Like, everything is going to work out fine. This time. We have our pledge unit. Our opponent is on mono fire and has made no plays on turn 1 or 2. It looks like. They're going to torch my... Oh, they're going to char my Golem. Good stuff.
We ride.
We're going to be doing this no matter what. It's Sickles, I believe. I like the idea of decreasing the costs, particularly. The reason I'm taking her is that I feel like they're low on units.
Brace yourself. Reporting in.
Pony patrol. Okay, well,
Enemy sighted.
there goes that theory.
This city will burn.
Please do not go Dan me. I would appreciate that. Hot nickel ball. Okay, they're not. This could be worse. This could be a lot worse. That's not great, actually. You appreciate that. That's good to hear. I probably should have played Crest first. Put this in the bottom. I have Annihilate up, which is obviously a very good card against the mono fire deck. There's Godan. Block this friend. Charge, Lifesteal, Endurance. Pretty please. Charge, Flying Revenge. I'm not going to be attacking, obviously. Dead to Flame Blast. Baby. Welp, that'll do it for this deck, thank God. Did not play the other one. Did not want to go 1-4. Instead, lovely that we had an opportunity to go 1-5 with this deck. We tried, though. It's a fun one. It's an interesting little deck, but man, when it is on the defensive, it does not work. The metagame has become very aggressive in the last couple of days. It feels like people have been moving off Uru control. And you're gonna lose to things like this when you play a things like Mono Fighter, when you play a janky 3-faction even-handed Golem bullshit deck. I actually do think that the even-handed Golem Witching Hour deck would probably be pretty good right now, to be honest. That is a deck that has a lot of great tools against these more aggressive decks. I haven't played it very much in the last couple of days, so I'm not, like, super sure. But, yeah, the metagame is definitely a little bit less forgiving at the moment than it's been at sometimes in the recent past, because Huru Control, while it's still, like, an absolutely amazing deck, and it's really, really powerful, like, it does sort of allow you to set up shop if you're doing something a little bit kind of, weird. As a result, decks like this one and the one that I played yesterday just don't have the same chance to operate. But that'll do it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed this anyway, even though it was a little bit of a rough run. Interesting deck, though, and hopefully some people can refine it. Man, Dread is a bad card, guys. It feels like there's still got to be some way to break it, but it costs 4, and that's a lot. I actually think that there might be more room nowadays to be experimenting with cost reducers, because it just feels like there's a lot that could work in that space that would be interesting. I don't know. Thinking about that Avarax, the 3/3 flyer, which is probably terrible. But I don't know, just something that I've been thinking of. But anyway, that'll do it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, everybody.